Welcome to Dad Babble, life from the dad's perspective. And we're going to talk about bribing your children, where you give your kids candy, food, cartoons, and pretty much anything they want in order to cooperate, give you some peace and quiet. I don't know about you guys. I'm not ashamed to say that I do it, because sometimes you just need them to shut the hell up. And but how about you guys? What lengths would you go to for some peace and quiet in your house, Simon?
Well, I mean, you can call it bribing, I suppose, if you want. I would call it motivating, positive motivation.
Positive reinforcement.
But, yeah, positive reinforcement.
The carrot, not the stick, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to teach your kids how to do things the right way and what's important. And sometimes they're very focused on, the sweet thing or the fun thing or whatever, and it's hard to get their minds off it. So the only way you can get them back on the path is to allow them those kid fun things, but only after they've done what they need to do. So yeah, sure, call that bribing or caving, maybe.
Caving.
But you got to maintain the structure. You can't just give them stuff, up front.
Oh, I agree. It's not a case of giving them everything they want all the time. It's a case of you pick your moments, pick your battles, maybe. Yeah. You have 4 kids. I mean, how many battles have you been in? Look at the gray hair.
So I'm laughing. Personally, I don't find I bribe my children because they want something and they get fixated on this thing, whatever it is. And I'm just coming at it from the perspective of, okay, so what is it we're trying to do? I want something, you want something. Give me what I want, I'll give you what you want.
You're negotiating.
And I negotiate with my kids. I think that's a good word. It's not bribing, it's negotiating. But of course, I've got a little bit more negotiation experience than my children, so
But how do you negotiate with a creature that never will? They never would give in. They'd be the person in the boardroom. They never give in.
But it's interesting because I'm laughing like crazy over here because we had this situation in our house, and when we get up, we have our kids have their breakfast, right? So our kids have got these bowls that have straws in them. So the kids have the straw bowls. Katie has a pink one, Jax has a green one. And my beautiful wife has, she's home with them all the time or whatever. So they've got their routine. Dad comes home on the weekend and I can't find the straw bowl. So I give them the first bowl in the cupboard and that's what they get. Wow, now we're having a full nuclear meltdown because Dad's got the wrong bowl out. And, I'm not, and my wife's barking at me too, just give them the bowl if they want. I'm like, I don't know where it is. It's not clean. I'll just give them this bowl. It's a perfectly good bowl. I don't understand over the bowl.
The Cheerios taste better out of a purple bowl, not a pink bowl. Have you not learned that, Jack?
Well, what I have learned is that your children have routines and expectations, even at a young age. And if you're going to be an asshole and disrupt that, you may want to listen a little bit, as I learned to listen to my kids. But then again, I don't, by just giving them, my wife would just give the pink bowl and they would be happy and go about it. And I don't know if I call that a bribe, but give them what they want and then peace resumes.
I think, sorry, go ahead, Molly. I was going to say, just from being home with the kids all day long and in that perspective, it's not so much of just giving them and I can probably see where her point is because I've been there lots myself, is it's a moment of calm. I've done battle with them all day long. Am I going to try to fight over the color of a bowl or whatever? I mean, we do what we did. We bought like 900 IKEA bowls, so they just kind of randomly do what they want. There's colors going everywhere. But it more comes down to legitimately, and kids are full routine. It comes down to pick your battles, a moment of clarity. I mean, we're at an interesting stage now because my oldest is now old enough where they're cognizant of money. And so it turned from negotiating them on cleaning a room, I'll give you a candy, or you get to do treats, or you get to do this. It's actually turned into you get more digital time to play on YouTube, and you get a certain amount of money if you achieve this, and it works. I mean, they're helping me build a garage right now. They're cleaning up nails and they're doing stuff. And they get allowance.
You cannot pay your children to build a garage.
It's
That's
an allowance.
child labor. You can give your children.
Paying them.
I'm not paying them. Yes. You can bribe your children.
He's motivating them. He's motivating them.
And force them to clean the yard. Totally approved.
No, I think you brought up a good point, Terry. This is like,
you're better negotiator than your children. Well, your children also are, they have difficulties expressing their emotions. And I certainly learned as a parent that you can't just be authoritarian all the time. Just use the purple bowl, or no, like this doesn't work with the 2-year-old or a 3-year-old as much as you want it to, or an 8-year-old. Like you have to accept that they have this process going on in their mind, and sometimes
they are thinking and reasoning. They are thinking and reasoning, right?
Or they're just having an outburst, and you need to not take it personally because you did something wrong. Maybe that's a lot of parents have ego, and they get pushback from their kids, and they think, oh, now I've done something wrong. You don't appreciate what I'm doing, and you just go down this rabbit hole. It's just not healthy. So sometimes you gotta step back and allow your kids to have that moment, and then come back to them with a fresh, positive tone and say, okay, you're upset about you don't have the pink bowl. All right, well, I don't know where the pink bowl is, but this is a purple bowl. You like purple, right? So can we use this one? Can you help me out? Yeah, okay, Daddy. That's good. You can take a different tact.
And you're right. Because sometimes we forget that our kids are sentient beings, right? And that they have minds of their own, and they are actually developing. And these are kids. My girls choose their own clothing. They can choose their own, and they want what they want. It's unfortunate that sometimes they lack the reason that we would expect, but they are developing.
Don't give them multiple choices, give them close choices.
You have to work with them.
Don't just go pick anything out of the drawer because it'll look like your father dressed. Mom's laid out 2 outfits that you can select from. I hate it when my kids dress themselves because then my wife makes me change them. For good reason.
Dress themselves quicker. It's like a 20-minute ordeal. The girls in there picking on, I need this shirt.
Our kids do nothing quickly.
Nothing, no kids do.
It's a perfect opportunity to bribe them. Exactly. Some incentive.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit like, and we'll tune in next time.